All right, ladies and gentlemen, shooter's apartment. I have some images of the inside apartment where Tyler Robinson, the Charlie Kirk assassin, lived, along with his transgender boyfriend, Lance Twiggs. Inside look of the apartment that authorities raided in St. George, Utah. Tyler Robinson also lived with his mom and dad at a home in Washington City. But let's talk about the inside of his apartment, what it looks like. It appears multiple people have also lived there. According to reports, neighbors have witnessed many people coming in and out of the apartment weeks prior to the shooting, out-of-state plates. Also, folks, the neighbor says at the time Tyler got arrested after his dad turned him in, authorities went to this apartment complex and started screaming out, "Freeze! Come out with your hands up!" Who was there? I'm going to give you some look here about the inside of the apartment, and then we will further discuss. Check it out. All right, this is the Fountain Heights Apartments in St. George, Utah, and this is where Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson and his transgender boyfriend, Lance Twiggs, lived. It was apartment 73. You can see here, there are authorities there at the home, raiding it, search warrant, 73. Number 73. Now, I'm going to take you and show you, according to Zillow, what it looks like in apartment 73. And there's a couple rooms in there. Seems like could be affiliated with these two individuals. I'm going to let you show you and let you decide what's going on. But at least you get to have a look at what, this townhome / apartment looks like from the inside. Number 73. Check it out. All right, this is Zillow. This is 3419 South River Road, Unit 73. This is where the shooter, Charlie Kirk shooter, Tyler Robinson, assassin killer, Tyler Robinson, and his transgender boyfriend, Lance Twiggs, lived. It is 3 beds, 2.5 baths, 1,460 square feet, valued at $321,500. And there's some pictures. Let's take a look. Unit 73. Let's take a look inside. It looks like they don't have a garage there. They have one of these little car things you put your vehicle under to protect your vehicle. Let's go in. So, I don't know if this is the previous owner. I don't know if this belongs to Lance Twiggs' family. I don't know if it was co-signed on the lease between Lance Twiggs and Tyler Robinson, or just Lance Twiggs, or someone else. It could be part of their house, family house here. But here you go. This is looks like a living room here. Now, at the very least, you get to see what is a apartment / condo looks like. Looks like here's the bathroom here. It looks like you have a kitchen area next to the living room. Here you go. I don't know if it looks like just two 22-year-olds would be living here. This might be someone else prior, but there is some bedroom pictures I want to show you here. Dining room here, another room here, another room. We go outside, go out in their back right there, the back sliding glass door. You can see the little back porch. Got stones. I'm sure that Tyler and his boyfriend probably plotting and planning things. Look in the back, plotting and planning things back here, hanging out with other friends, right? All right, so it goes upstairs, 2 stories, goes upstairs. Here's 1 bedroom upstairs, 1 bedroom here. Here's another one, or it could be the same one with a giant TV. Bathroom, here's a bathroom. Upstairs, it looks like, oh, look at this closet. Now, this is interesting. I don't know whose clothing this is, but it's a bunch of clothing in one room. I was trying to look for the shoes that Tyler and Lance wear. The Chuck Taylors, didn't see that. Maybe another bathroom here. Now, this is interesting because this looks like clearly a room of an adolescent or juvenile. multiple computers here, as we heard that Tyler was a Reddit guy, Discord, and a picture of Malcolm X on the wall. Malcolm X, you know about Malcolm X, assassinated himself. So I find that interesting. Is this the actual room of Lance or Tyler? Is this their actual rooms? One of them. And then here's another one. Here's another one. It looks like another room, and this looks like clearly a type of room a juvenile, somebody in their early 20s would stay in, right? Looks like a TV here, and looks like this thing here. It looks like somebody younger would have stayed in here. So these two rooms here could have belonged, could have been the actual rooms of, and this is their furniture of Lance or Tyler, either or. Here is a laundry room here, 73. So 73, it sees something here. Let's just go down to Zillow here. Sometimes it says listing removed, pending sale, listing for sale. So were they renting here from someone? Because doesn't look like it has been sold anytime in a long time. Looks like the last time this thing was sold, it was in 2015. Taxes, property taxes being paid on it, $1,100 a year. Who owns this? Who owns this apartment that they stayed in? This townhome? Were they renting, or was it a family member, or what? Did they just buy it, or they had it? And was it always Lance's family members? I don't know. Let me know. Tax records might be able to determine that, but I haven't dug deeply into that. Let me know what you think, but at least you got to look inside. Now I'll show you where this is on the map here. And also, neighbors said that they, heard authorities come in and tell people to freeze, which indicates that others were taken out of here at the time around when everything dropped here. Tyler was with his dad when he got arrested. Well, what about Lance and whoever else was in this home? Check it out. This is Google Maps. This is the apartment on the map where Tyler Robinson and his transgender boyfriend, Lance Twiggs, lived. Right here. Authorities were at this location. It's the Fountain Heights Apartments, 3419 South River Road, number 73. Now, I'm going to expand this out first just to show you where it is on the map so you all know, right? Expand out it is the far southwestern corner of Utah. So right there, right on the Arizona border, right off of Interstate 15. So Lance and Tyler got this apartment to live together. Tyler was also living at his parents' home too, Amber and Matt Robinson. But let me just show you this. Let me just show you this. Showed you the apartment that they were raiding, the police. It's in here. It's in here. It's in here. It's in here. They got the mountains in the background, little mountain hill. The apartment here, it appears they've been staying here for less than a year together, and then Tyler would go, to his mom and dad's home and stay there occasionally too. But this is where he was staying with his transgender boyfriend. Now, another thing I want to show you, the distance between this apartment here and Utah Valley University, where Tyler traveled to in his Dodge Challenger and then traveled back home here. Look at this. All right, here, look, this is the difference right here. This is from the apartment to the location up here. So he had to travel north up Interstate 15. It's a 3-hour and 31-minute drive to Utah Valley University. So, yeah, in Orem, Utah County. And, so we traveled quite a distance. They say, authorities say a little after 8 a.m. he arrived in the morning time to the location, a different set of clothes. So he had to start out to go out here, unless he was already out there. He probably traveled there during the early morning hours, probably around 4 or 5 a.m., ventured out.
and then eventually probably, I think he personally parked over here in this location, this general location here, Utah Valley, by the Church of Latter-day Saints, somewhere in this general area here. I think he parked here in this general area here. Here's the university. Here's the university where this terrible tragedy happened, right off 15. But you see, there you go. So it kind of gives you an idea of what is going on here and where he lived. Let me know what you think. JLR Investigates. So here is some additional information reported by the BBC News. According to a neighbor, it looks like authorities raided that apartment complex. Don't know if it was before or after Tyler got arrested, because Tyler was with his dad, right? Tyler was with his dad. His dad is the one that turned him in. And according to BBC News, the night before, police vehicles descended on a townhome complex in St. George where local media reports Mr. Robinson had an apartment. Sherry Steele, who lives across the street from the residence, came back from an evening walk to see a large police presence in her complex. In a video she shared with BBC, a loud voice, which she said belonged to authorities, can be heard shouting, "Freeze and come out now." It just kind of blows your mind coming to the street and all of a sudden seeing helicopters above your house. Ms. Steele said, adding that she had never spoken or interacted with Mr. Robinson. And a neighbor, 18-year-old Josh Kemp, said he had seen Mr. Robinson leaving his house on one occasion with a roommate, and that would be Lance Twiggs. My question is, besides Lance Twiggs, I'm assuming here the freeze, come out now, is Lance Twiggs. Was there anyone else in that house? Apartment. Anyone else in their apartment? Previous reports said people were coming out of that apartment weeks prior to this shooting without a state plates. Was there a group of friends inside this apartment? Who's the freeze? Come out now, because this isn't Tyler. This has to be either Lance Twiggs or Lance Twiggs and other people. Larger conspiracy, perhaps? Let me know.
All right, so I don't know if that was his stuff in there, but it could be. Whose apartment is it? Townhome. It looks like you got to buy it. Someone bought it. Unless they were renting. It appears they've been there together for less than a year. Something dramatically changed between Tyler and his transgender boyfriend, Lance Twiggs, within the last couple of years. Both grew up with conservative families. Lance Twiggs was a Mormon himself. He came from a Christian family. What's going on here, folks? Covering this case, at least to give you some insight about where they stayed. Authorities are still there at the apartment, it appears. It's still blocked off as of today. Today is Sunday, so they've been there all weekend. What are they going to find in that apartment? A manifesto, documents, exhibits, computer records, phones, stashes of explosives, weapons, ammo, gear, clothing. What's going on here inside that apartment? We shall see. I expect federal charges not only with Tyler here, but also Lance Twiggs coming very, very soon. I am JLR Investigate. Sub to the channel, like, hit the notification button, doing a deep dive, digging into Tyler. Found some accounts that he's affiliated with, some handles that he used, also Lance. So I'll be sharing that on the next video soon. Stay tuned for that. Justice for Charlie Kirk. We'll talk soon. JLR Investigates. Stay tuned.